time is 9:45 a.m. Good morning, the news headline. Breaking news. Esçāpē terrorists attack Babañgida town in Yobe. A large column of Esçāpē insurgents is currently attacking Babañgida town in Yobe State, northeast Nigeria, according to Angle. Located at 42 km from Damaturu, the state capital, Babañgida, had also been attacked sometimes in August 2021. The Esçāpē is a militant group and the administrative division of the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant ISIL, a Salafi jihadist militant group and unrecognized proto-state. The terrorist group is primarily active in Chad Basin and fights an extensive insurgency against the states of Nigeria, Cameroon, Chad, and Niger. It is an offshoot of the Boko Haram, with whom has developed for quite a while now a violent rivalry, killing Boko Haram leader after they actually been led by Abubakar Shekau in 2021. The Esçāpē has been committing a whole lot of atrocities, especially in the northern part of the Nigeria, and they have actually been causing a whole lot of lives, calamity by kidnapping, by killing, and also maiming a whole lot of people and burning down a whole lot of huts and villages across the northeast Nigeria, especially now that they have hijacked the Babañgida town, killing a whole lot of people there. And the terrorist group is primarily active against the states of Nigeria, also Cameroon, also Chad and Niger. In addition, the Esçāpē is formerly known to be under the umbrella of the Organization for All ISIL Factions in West Africa. The Islamic State in the Greater Sahara, ISGS, is thus formally part of the Esçāpē, although the actual ties between the Esçāpē and ISGS are limited. However, the military forces have said that they will not tolerate any foreigners to invade Nigeria and overtake it. Musa further disclosed that terrorists unwilling to surrender are members of Esçāpē, a terrorist group that is fully funded by foreign individuals. The theater commander, Operation Adinkai, Major General Christopher Musa, has said that the Nigerian military will not allow the Islamic State Western African Province, Esçāpē, a foreign terrorist group, to have a strong footing in Nigeria. The Punch reports that Musa made this statement while speaking with newsmen on Wednesday, September 22 in Maiduguri. He said that the Esçāpē was a foreign terrorist organization being sponsored by foreigners with some local collaborations, adding that the terrorists that were refusing to actually surrender and joining the Esçāpē would actually face the wrath of the military as soon as possible. Therefore, the theater commander stated further that the military had advised that the government also on the need to adopt the system of involving the victims in dialogue on the handling of surrendered terrorists. A report by Daily Trust also indicated, saying that earlier the Katsina Emir had actually said that the bandits deserve death and not dialogue. That is contradictory to what the theater commander has stated earlier, that the government needs to dialogue, especially with those that are willing to surrender. Earlier in what will gladden the hearts of Nigerians, given its bluntness, the Emir of Katsina State, Abdulmuminu Usman, declared death for bandits, saying that the respected emirs saying that bandits are killing people in the northwest, and the people that are killing deserves nothing but death. He declared this while speaking during a security stakeholders meeting in Katsina State. Meanwhile, the legit NG gathered that the efforts of the Nigerian army are actually paying off as more armed men are surrendering to the troops following intensified efforts of the force. The report indicates that the acting general officer commanding GOC 7 Division, Brigadier General Abdul Wahab Iyitayo, who says that more than 8,000 Boko Haram terrorists have so far surrendered to troops. Iyitayo made this disclosure during a visit by Director Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Uyema Nwachukwu, on September 28, 2021 in Maiduguri. And the analysis is quite simple, that while the military had actually vowed via the theater commander of Operation Adinkai, Major General Christopher Mustafa, that they would not allow foreigners to overrun Nigeria, saying that the Esçāpē, the Islamic State West African province, the terrorist organization, they are being sponsored by foreigners with just some local collaborations, saying that for those that are refusing to surrender to the military, that they should be prepared, for an onslaught and a fierce battle from the military on them, saying that it is best for them to surrender whatever they are actually planning against the federal government and also the state of Nigeria, that they should actually give up and surrender their arms. If not, they are going to see the other side of the military forces, saying that the government needs to employ dialogue with them. However, the Emir of Katsina seems not to agree with the aspect of dialoguing, where he says that it is better that people that can take bold step, to kill innocent citizens, then they do not deserve to be dialogued with. Rather, they deserve to die, and not for anyone to dialogue with them. We also remember that sometimes ago too, the general, the theater commander for the Operation Adinkai, Major General Christopher Musa, also assured Nigerians and the international community, expressing apprehension over the massive surrendering of Boko Haram terrorists, that the insurgents would not go unpunished for crimes committed, even if they actually surrendered. He said that the Boko Haram terrorists are actually surrendering in mass, like a whole lot of them, just like it was said that 8,000 terrorists in Sambisa Forest who had actually surrendered, following the formation by the general officer commanding GOC 7th Division, Brigadier General Abdul Wahab Eyitayo, who claimed that over 8,000 Boko Haram terrorists have so far surrendered to the troops, and yet the theater commander of the Operation Adinkai has said that the insurgents would not go unpunished for the crimes they have committed, saying that their troops were focused, vigilant, and on the alert, saying that nobody will just accept thousands of surrendering Boko Haram terrorists who have committed atrocities and killed a whole lot of people, saying that they take them in, that they will not just take them in and say, go, your sins are forgiven. He says that definitely they are not taking anything for granted, and they remain focused. He says that the only thing is that part of their training and part of their laws in the rules of engagement is that whenever anybody surrenders during fighting, then it is not ethical according to their job rules and regulations. It is not ethical for them to shoot anyone that surrender. That you have to treat them, you have to arrest them, and you treat them well. In fact, you give them shelter just like any other person. Then you now hand them over to the appropriate authorities to prosecute them or to treat them accordingly.
Thanks for listening. Good morning.